Hello you guys, I wanted to do a really quick video, plus I just finished filming this eye look and I can't wait to upload it to YouTube, obviously as a full tutorial. So anyway, you'll get to see how I created this look, and obviously I want to do another video still wearing this look afterwards. I have had a really great couple of days. I mean, I have a lot of really good things in my life, but I want to let you know that even though I do have a lot of good things in my life, sometimes I've just got to be able to find ways to deal with certain things. And I don't really want to mention that on YouTube because it's something that I've got to deal with myself. I need to find a way to manage personal situations on my own, and that's okay. It's better to do it that way than to accept many people's pieces of advice when not everybody knows actually what you're going through or what you're experiencing. So I had a situation last year that happened, and I'm not here to talk about the situation, but I'm here to tell you that that had happened and I learnt to move on. I learnt to realize that, you know, nobody is a bad person. Some people may have bad intentions or they have bad behavior, but I truly believed that afterwards I would be mature enough to overcome it. And whether it meant I would see these people again or I would choose not to, it was totally up to myself. And a couple of days ago, I saw these people and I was actually really happy that I did, because I think we've all found it in our hearts to move on. And sometimes, you know, you can get certain things muddled up. There's miscommunication, misunderstanding, and I don't think anyone goes out of their way to hurt someone. I think sometimes when there is something that isn't, you know, clear, people can make quick judgments, and it just isn't, you know, it's not fun basically. And you feel like if you ever see those people again, it's going to be awkward, it's going to be hard. And initially I felt like that, but then I told myself, let me just, you know, turn a new leaf, see if there is any way that this situation can be forgiven, because I think it's more important to forgive myself than to hold grudges with people. And I think it's important for you guys to know that as well. Not everyone is easy to forgive, and I completely understand that. I've had situations where people have been really difficult, and it's taken me a little while to forgive them. And one of the things I knew when I was growing up, living with my mum and my dad, was to not hold grudges. I used to be one of those children who I'd fold my arms and I'd get angry about something, and for days I would sort of just like hold it in, and I was just grumpy about the situation because I couldn't speak about it. I didn't know what to say, but I was wearing it on my face. Like I'm a pretty transparent person. So if I feel something, it's not easy for me to pretend that I'm okay with it. And I was told by my mother and some of her friends who were also at the same school, they used to catch up for, you know, parties and get-togethers basically that were out of school, and that was okay. They would tell me to let it go, and I know that that comes across as a really cheesy song. Everyone's heard Let It Go by Frozen. It doesn't have to be related to that song, but typically the whole idea is sometimes these things, you don't have control over them, and the best way to live your life is to let it go. And I was very fortunate that when I caught up with these people the other day, none of them hated me, you know, and I thought, wow, that's a good thing, you know, because I never went out of my way to make them hate me either. I was just very honest about how I felt, and I needed to just give myself a break. Is that right? And so that's also really important to understand as well, is sometimes you just need to step away from everything if it's becoming too toxic, or you feel like you don't really know where you're going with something. I'm a bit of an empath, so I pick up on people's feelings and emotions, and sometimes if someone's really quite sad, guess where I go? I feel sad too, and I can't easily get out of it when I get involved, because I care about them so much that all I want to do is help them, and then I end up having the same vibration. But it's so important, I know, to have a good vibration, which is why I'm really careful now to look out for myself and to know what's important to me. And so the other part is, if people hate you, and you know, I'm sure we all have people out there who dislike who we are. That's their choice. You don't have to go out of your way to make people like you. You need to be genuine about who you are and what you believe in, and people will notice that. It's more important to live a life that you have being who you are, authentic, genuine, and loving yourself, than having to please everybody and your body having to deal with all of that. It's not fair for your body to, as I say, suffer for what your words don't say, or when you're not able to speak about how you actually feel. Have a great day, you guys, and remember to forgive yourself for any situation that you think has been really hard on you. Forgiving yourself doesn't necessarily mean that you forgive the people who have wronged you. What I'm saying is, just find it in your heart to let it go, because you'll realize that this situation, you know, you may not have had a lot of control over it, and you can't go back in time. But what you can do is, as they say, you forgive and move on, and remember who you are, and look forward to a brighter future, and expect to have a better future. You guys are amazing. I'll talk to you soon.